Hey guys, Nick Espinoza, your Chief Security Fanatic here. And today the question we are asking is, do we extend too much trust to our technology providers? And let me go down a short list here, but a couple of things have come to light in the last 48 hours or so that really have me asking this question. The first one is Google. Now, Google says that a small number, and I don't know what that number is, of its enterprise customers, meaning large corporations, mistakenly had their passwords stored within Google in plain text, meaning anybody could read these. They were not encrypted, as well as Google employees on the back end. And we know Google employees have access to this kind of information on the back end because there have been multiple stories about that, including a 27-year-old man stalking a 15-year-old girl, and he was a Google engineer and would just go into her Gmail box. So basically, Google disclosed this exposure yesterday on Tuesday, but declined to say exactly how many enterprise customers were affected. And I quote Google, "We recently notified a subset of our enterprise G Suite customers that some passwords were stored in our encrypted internal system unhashed." Again, meaning they could be read by anything. Now, on a separate story, Instagram, which is owned by Facebook, says it's trying to figure out how contact details of almost 50 million Instagram users were stored online in an unprotected database. Now, TechCrunch broke this story, and they said that it included personal information such as email addresses and phone numbers of high-profile users known as influencers. And this database has been traced back to a Mumbai-based company called Chatterbox, Chatterbox. Now, Instagram is owned by Facebook, and they told the BBC they're trying to find out where this data had come from, but here's the thing, Facebook has a very bad history of actually storing this. I did an incomplete video called "It's Time to Put Mark Zuckerberg in Jail" about a month ago or so, where I talk about Facebook has no real control or understanding of their developers. They don't know how many people have had access to their data, how they've exfiltrated all of this. This is also not the first time that influencers in Instagram have essentially been doxxed in this manner. And so we're probably going to see more of these. But this begs the question of, are we putting too much trust in our technology providers? We have to extend trust, whether it's a bank or another organization or institution, with our personal data. But we've seen time again where, whether it's human error, intentional directions of companies like Ring Doorbell just keeping everything unencrypted on their back end, according to a whistleblower, how can we trust? How can we create a world, if you will, online where we are using these technology providers to, let's say, share our most personal details and thoughts, whether we believe it's private messages in Facebook Messenger, which is not private, and we've done videos and stories and all that kind of stuff on this, or Google, that is known for data mining but is now claiming privacy. And now we're seeing stuff like this happen, or Instagram, which again, owned by Google, and that is the one owned by Facebook, and that is the one Facebook platform that continues to really explode in popularity. And so how do we combat this? How do we look at this? How do we ensure, outside of, let's say, compliance laws that are very open-ended, in other words, I can set a compliance standard here and have horrible products that make me compliant, or I can have amazing products that really actually do secure me. How do we create a standard? How do we ensure this? How do we check up on this? Do these companies need a third-party independent auditing system, by default, purely to ensure that mistakes like this or intentional directives like this don't happen for consumer protection? Or are we simply just relying on trust? Are we just relying on them and saying, you know what, it's already out there and I'm going to get breached, It is what it is. So let me know. I'd be curious to hear your thoughts on this. And please like, share, follow me here on Facebook and Twitter at NickAESP. And as always, stay safe and stay online. Thanks, guys.